Hey YouTube shooting people, I want to talk to you about how I feel about Glock pistols. Take a guess. I like them. They're my Austrian friends. Actually, I have a lot of friends that actually live in Austria, so they actually watch my channel, and so they get a kick out of referring to Glock pistols as your Austrian friends. So, my Austrian friends meet my Austrian friends. Anyway, this is my collection of Glock pistols. I'm going to go over them real quick, short video. In a way, they're all my favorites. I don't want to get into the debate about whether or not these are better than another pistol or whatever. I don't really care about that. I like them a lot. They shoot great. They're super reliable. I'd say relatively inexpensive if you don't live in Massachusetts. I paid out the ass for every single one of these. Way above sticker price. But that's the price you pay for living in the awesome state of Massachusetts, where our awesome douchebag leader, Deval douchebag Patrick, some people also call him Cadillac, sets the rules on how to take away your rights. Anyway, let's not get into a political, I said no more political rants, so I got some good ones though, man. If you want to hear some real political rants, just let me know and I'll let it rip for you. I don't need much of an excuse. Anyway, let's get back to the Glock pistols. They're much more pleasant to talk about. You'll notice that I have a Glock 26, a Glock 22, a Glock 21, and a Glock 34. This is a new acquisition. I'll get to that in a minute. My Glock 26 is a Gen 3. The 22 is a Gen 2, and so is the 21 is a Gen 2 as well. The different, and the 34 is a Gen 4. This is such a good pistol. I mean, it just shoots like a dream. I shot with Mr. J Rock with this pistol, and it's just what can I say about it? The Glock 26. All these firearms have been safety checked. The magazines are empty. I've already checked them off camera. There's nothing in the chamber. I point the gun in the safe direction. I pull the trigger. It's weapon safe. The Glock 26 is my carry weapon. Firearm. I'm calling it a weapon for today. This is, as far as I'm concerned, I guess you can go to a Glock 27 if you want a 40 caliber, but the Glock 26 or 27 is a formidable carry weapon. Relatively light, relatively small. You can conceal it. It's a little bit thicker than most, but I think the trade-off is the ability to shoot this pistol. It's super accurate for a small gun. A lot of people freak out about the grips being relatively short. I think it's a big advantage for carry. Here's what it looks like with the magazine in it. Not much, but I mean, it's a 1/16 of an inch longer tops. When this is in a holster like a super tuck, this thing disappears on you really nicely. Highly reliable, awesome firearm, great choice for concealed carry. I have a SIG P239, which is also a fantastic carry weapon. The Glock beats it just because it's much lighter. Also has a 10-round magazine capacity, so 10 plus 1, you're talking about 17 rounds in this thing. If you bring another magazine, you're talking 21 rounds with you. This thing's a pocket Austrian Shepherd or German Shepherd. This thing will do the job. It's accurate at long range. It will kick some serious fucking ass if you needed to. All right, now let's go on to the Glock 22. This is your full-size pistol. It's not a subcompact. It's a full-size. I don't own any compacts. I just don't. I'd like to get my hands on a Glock 19, but that'll happen. I'm telling you, these things break the friggin' bank if you're in Massachusetts. You pay a lot more. But anyway, This is an interesting gun, my Glock 22. Again, there's nothing in the magazine. Safety's your responsibility. Don't be stupid. Check the magazine, the chamber, visually inspect it. There's nothing in there. Gun gets pointed in a safe direction. I pull the trigger, nothing happens. By the way, the Glock 26 is all stock. I haven't changed a damn thing on it. The Glock 22 is actually, as I said, a Detroit Police Department pistol. I don't know if you can see that. So this is a pistol where it's a Gen 2. So what police departments typically do is they buy based on economics, or the best deal they can get. And so what they'll do is, there's the business end. Once in a while they'll rotate their stock. This was actually owned by the Detroit Police Department, hence the stamp. It was never shot. I actually bought this Gen 2 a few years ago. I did a video on it. Brand new in the box. Still had the Glock grease on it, the whole thing. So this is a brand new gun, Gen 2. I do carry this. You can see it, and I have shot this at IDPA, mostly practices. I don't think I shot it in a match. Fantastic firearm. This thing is great. It's full size. The compacts are a little smaller, but I can tell you this is definitely carryable. You can carry this gun all day long, no problem. If you look compared to the subcompact, there's your size difference. Okay, in overall length, you're talking, I don't know, what's that, about an inch or so? And then you're talking for the grip, about over an inch and a half, maybe an inch and a quarter. So it's substantially bigger, but not that much bigger. That makes it too big to carry. 40 caliber. If you get the right loads, it will definitely rip shit up. This has a 3.5 pound connector in it. It's got an extended slide release. I'm not sure I like this so much on this particular gun for carry, but I haven't had any issues with it. And I put these are Trigicon night sights on it. That's what the sight picture looks like. Really good. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Now, one of my all-time favorite Glocks, and this is like one of my go-to pistols, is actually the Glock 21. This Glock 21 is one of my favorite guns to shoot. You can shoot it in CDP. It's a good competition gun. The only thing that's been changed on this is it's got a 3.5 pound connector in it, and the sights are the Trigicon night sights. I tend to like those sights. It's probably better choices for competition, but I also want these guns to be able to carry them as well. This is in 45 ACP. It's got some serious knockdown power. This actually came with high cap magazines that are still legal in Massachusetts. So if they're old, so these are old high cap magazines. This gun was bought used, but it was gently used, and I sent it back to Glock and got it completely refurbished. For some reason, during the refinishing process, they fucked up the slide. So Glock sends out the slides to get refinished. They fucked up the slide. Glock called me and said, "Hey, we fucked up the slide. Do you mind if we just put a brand new slide on it?" So this thing has a brand new slide. It's got a brand new trigger group in it. It's got a brand new release in it. All the internals were changed out. The only thing that's original on this gun is actually the frame, which looks just fine. And I can't say enough about it. 13 rounds magazine of 45 ACP. 14 rounds of 45 ACP. Okay? Talk about bringing it. Bring it. You can also carry this. It's thicker. Same overall length as the Glock 22, essentially. We're off what? Can you see that? Essentially the same. We're off by the Glock 22 being what? About a quarter of an inch less, but it's a little bit thicker. The Glock 21's thicker. You can carry this. I do carry this once in a while. You can carry this, especially in the wintertime when you're wearing clothes that'll accommodate it. My newest acquisition, the Glock 34. This is a gun I'll be using a lot in pistol competition. It's very this is basically a long slide Glock. that's got some internal changes in it to make it more amenable to competition. It's got a slightly smoother trigger. It's got the extended release button on it. It's got Glock adjustable sights. I will be trading these out probably for Dawson Precision or sight. Now, probably not. Probably Warren Savegny competition sights. Fiber on the front, black in the back. This gun is noticeably longer than the other Glocks. So if you compare the length of the slide for the Glock 22 and the Glock 34, the Glock 34 is substantially longer. You can see it here. It's got this cutout in the top, and what that does is reduces the weight of the slide, so it cycles more like, for instance, a Glock 17 would, even though it's much bigger. The weight's reduced. That extra sight radius, I can tell you, at least for me, and that's a personal preference, in fact, it does make a big difference. This is a highly accurate firearm. The internals have been smoothed out. I live in Massachusetts, so I have a 10-round magazine in here, but of course this takes 17-round magazines like the Glock 17 would. So you know, you could, for USPSA or whatever, have I guess for production you're limited to 10, but anyway, you could shoot up to 17 plus 1 in this gun. That's a lot of firepower. It's a Gen 4. There's differences in the grips. You can see they have this kind of stippling built in. It's got interchangeable back straps. The one it came doesn't have any on there now. You can put some over this. As is, fits really well in my hand. It feels very comfortable, and yeah, this gun just points well. It's very different in terms of the grip. If you compare what the grip looks like, the stippling. It's nicely grippy compared to, for instance, the Gen 2s or even the Gen 3s, which tend to be a little stippled but not nearly as grippy. These are some of my favorite pistols. I just wanted to discuss them with you. I think for carry choices, it's hard to beat the Glock 26. Even a Glock 22 or 17. I don't own a Glock 17, but I'll get one soon enough. Even the Glock 21. A home defense weapon, a shit hits the fan semi-auto, or if you're into that kind of thing, or you need to be able to defend yourself, 13 plus 1 of 45 ACP in a very accurate, reliable platform is a whole lot of, is a big can of whoop ass right here. It's a big can of whoop ass, this thing. And for competition, you can compete, you can shoot all these in competition. Yeah, why not? You can shoot a subcompact in IDPA. You can shoot it anything you want, really. This is a totally serviceable gun. It's that accurate and that good. These full-size pistols, this is a really versatile one, the Glock 21. You can shoot it in stock service pistol. You can also shoot it in CDP because it's compact defensive, custom defensive pistol, because it's a 45. This Glock 22 right now, I believe, because of this extended slide release, it would be a ESP gun. I'm not 100% sure about that. And the Glock 34, as is, it can be shot in stock service pistol. Great gun, and you can juice this bad boy up a little bit and get it to an ESP gun. People do trick them out totally and make them open guns for USPSA as well. Just a really nice offering. I can tell you that out of the box, the Glock 34 trigger is actually quite good. It breaks nice and crisp. It has a smooth trigger face on it, as opposed to, for instance, my Glock 26 has a serrated trigger on it. Okay. All right, that's what I got to tell you. I highly recommend these pistols. If you have not shot a Glock pistol before, by all means go out and shoot a Glock pistol. If you don't like Glock pistols, more power to you. Some of the other competitors would be, I think the major competitor to this line would be the Smith & Wesson M&P line. Also a really good, really good platform of a firearm. And of course it is. They're based on the Glock. And a lot of people get on, if I say that, they'll get on my video and say, how could you say that? Well, I can say that because I've actually opened them up and looked at them, and it's a well-known fact in the gun industry that the M&Ps are based on the Glock design, which is a good thing because it's a very good design. That's all I got for you. Get out there and go shoot. I've been out of the match scene for a few weeks. I'm really jonesing for a match. I just got too many work responsibilities at the moment. After this weekend, things will clear up a little bit. My house is getting renovated, which is an absolute nightmare. Just the way renovations go in a house. The third floor of the house is getting redone. So it's a mess. Kids just started school. We got soccer today. My wife's on call. So yeah, the last few weeks have been a real shit show. So I've been focusing on reloading and doing some dry fire practice, and get back into it soon enough. Let me know what you think. Take care.